Here, this will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line.
Ready? 5-9. Over. Watch 54. Here we go. 5-1. Lucky. Hey, echo.
They'll run it for the first time with Alvin Kamara. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. Call it officially a loss of 2 on the first play from scrimmage. Second down.
Brings up 2nd and 12 at the 23-yard line.
So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. Working from the gun, it's Breeze. And that one got tipped, kind of threw everything off. It brings up 3rd.
So much of this game is about leverage. We always talk about low man wins in the trenches. Well, it's like that in just about every position. And sometimes, if you lose that leverage and you're losing the battle, just jump up at the line of scrimmage and try and bat the ball away. And that's exactly what happened there.
To throw is Breeze. He'll let it fly in the direction again. And that'll wind up incomplete. Bold play call there. Now it's 4th down.
Nice play there to force the incompletion. And to me, one thing's for sure. When you're the underdogs and you're playing on the road, you absolutely have to get takeaways. You've got to get the ball from them.
Yeah, win that turnover battle, going to be key. They didn't get one there, but you get the feeling they keep making plays like that, they might just get a few.
Yeah, once you get one, defensive teams think they come in bunches.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. On the carry, here's Marshawn Lynch. And this will be stopped at the 44. That one good for 7 yards.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
Here's Travis Homer, the former Miami Hurricane. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. On 3rd down, Wilson. Open man is Metcalf. He's got it. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. It's a gain of 12, 1st down Seahawks. Now Wilson on 1st down. He'll take a shot for the end zone. And it'll be intercepted. Picked off by Marshawn Lattimore. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
And that's a great example of ball skills right there, partner. You and I do a lot of games, and I can't tell you how many guys look to run with the football before they've intercepted it. So that's a nice job of focusing on the task at hand and coming away with the interception.
Throwing here to start the drive as they connect left side. 14 yards is the pickup. 1st down, New Orleans.
I don't care who you put on him. He's going to be a handful in one-on-one throws.
Yeah, right now, you're right. They're in man-to-man. Maybe need some safety help.
I would say that'd be a good idea. Double team him somehow. I'm going to have to make someone else beat me rather than let him shred my defense.
And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45. The Saints 1st down there on a gain of 11.
And there we see an early burst that makes him one of the leading rushers in the league.
Well, I want you to know, I listened to you yesterday when we were watching film. You said write down the word vision for him. It was on display there, wasn't it?
It certainly was, because he allows the blocks to set up in front of him. And if that continues, it'll be a long afternoon for those guys trying to play some defense.
And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. 14 yards is the pickup. 1st down, New Orleans. So from Seahawk territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's 2nd down. Ball on the 42 as they come up 2nd and 10. Here's Breeze to throw. Looking again for Thomas, this time complete. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. We'll see a lot of that from Drew Brees. Spread the field, get rid of the ball quickly.
He spreads the field out a lot, so he's able to recognize the defenses, the coverages, and if people are going to blitz him. And he has the fortitude to stand in there when they do. He serves as his own blitz control, so to speak. Hey, you've got a free runner coming. That's one less guy in coverage. He'll stand in there, take the hit, and deliver a strike downfield.
Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. On 2nd down, it's Murray, and he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. It'll be a loss of a yard, and they're going to have a 3rd down.
Ready? 95, 56. 54, come on, 12.
From the gun, it's Brees. He's going to be sacked back at the 23-yard line. Jadeveon Clowney showing the explosiveness on the sack.
Well, it's about how teams are so competitively matched, and you just want to make those plays that give you...
Oh, they get to the football. It's blocked. Now it's scooped up, and this is a live football. He's got a convoy, and he might be gone. The 30, 10, 5, and he's going to score. It's a Seahawk touchdown. As his guys are in for 6, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Jason Myers now for the extra point. And this will give the Seahawks a 7-0 lead.
Makes the score Seahawks 7, Saints nothing. Jason Myers.
And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. This is taken about 7 yards deep.
The Saints take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. Last time, they had a little bit of a special teams breakdown. That field goal was blocked.
Yeah, and everything has to be precise in the kicking game. Snap, hold, kick. Obviously, the blocking to keep people out. So what you really want to do is get in there and get 6 points and take the pressure off of those guys.
He'll get 15 and a Saints first down.
First and 10 at the 40-yard line.
Ready.
So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line.
Break it down, fellas. Break it down. Pick it up, D. Good, 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 good. Like 4. Ready.
Shotgun now for Brees. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on first down, but he couldn't reel it in. Well, CD, with the end of the season comes the announcement of the All-Pro team, and everybody was like, wait a second, Christian McCaffrey's listed twice. Is that a mistake? No, he got it both at running back and flex. Pretty impressive.
Very impressive, because I think a lot of people thought that if you have a running back and a flex position, that maybe Christian McCaffrey would go into the flex because he catches the ball so well.
And the Seahawk defense gets to him, and they bring him down. Credit the sack to Shaquem Griffin.
Now, we talk about players blitzing all the time. I often laugh and sometimes call it just straight-ahead pursuit. What a running start right back to the backfield for him.
Yeah, it really didn't give anybody a chance to get up there and stop him.
No, I mean, that's really, really difficult. You're asking a whole lot anyway, but when he gets that kind of a start and comes through clean, oftentimes the advantage definitely goes to the deep.
And this will be caught at the 30. Touchdown, New Orleans. Michael Thomas, 68 yards, as they are now on the board here in the first half. But yes, Michael Thomas is a volume receiver, but he can also make some really big plays, especially with Drew Brees throwing the football.
I love the way you described it. Volume receiver who can also make big plays. In other words, if you underestimate him, he'll run past you or he'll just jump over the top of you and continue to make those big plays.
The Seahawks take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. They had the interception last drive, led to the tying touchdown, so 7-7 the score as they begin 1st and 10. And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete.
Well, my initial thought was that maybe he was just trying to blindly throw this one away, and maybe he was. But he's going to get away with it because as he tried to throw it over the left sideline there's a receiver right there in the area, so no grounding call.
Off the play fake, here's Wilson. He'll find Metcalf. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. That one covers 29 yards, 1st down. They go play action here on 1st down.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route, drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
A good pickup there, 26 yards. From the red zone now, here's Wilson on 1st down. And he's got the hook up to Moore. This will be a 5-yard pickup as they move it from the 20 to the 15.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
Now a 2nd down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete. They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. Throwing again here, Wilson. Dancing to his left. That's caught by Hollister. And they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the 1st. 2 yards is all they'll get on the completion. It's 4th down. 4th down. Here's Wilson. And that is going to be incomplete. Pete Carroll rolled the dice, but it didn't work out. And the Saints will have the football back. Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. Last time they were out here, they had the benefit of good field position, led to a touchdown. This time, they're going to have to work for it.
They are, but with that last drive...
And he's into the clear. He's at the 40. Past the 20. 10. Touchdown, New Orleans. Traquan Smith, 87 yards. And the Saints have taken the lead. Lutz good on the extra point, and that makes the score 14-7. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off.
The Seahawks take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. That 7-0 lead in there is short-lived as they've now given up 2 straight touchdowns to fall behind by 7.
Yeah, but no cause for discouragement here. Yeah, they've fallen behind, but haven't they proven that they can go down and score? So what was the formula that got them down there the first time? Get back to something close to that, and maybe they can get this game tied up.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. To throw is Wilson. This one into the hands of Metcalf. That throw good for only a couple. It brings up 3rd down. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the 2nd quarter. 14-7. A reminder that when halftime rolls around, Jonathan Coachman will have all the highlights and analysis of this first half of play from our studios in Orlando. Now the throw on 3rd down, knocked away and incomplete. It was DJ Swearinger right there on the coverage. More problems here on 3rd down. They've converted only once so far in this first half.
And you know as well as I do in this league, if you don't win on 3rd down, it makes it hard to win a ball game because then you're relying on your defense, you're relying on your special teams. You've got to get it done with your offensive unit.
They'll indeed go for him with Wilson. He's got this one complete to John Ursua. And they work this well upfield across the 45. 21 yards there. A big play on 4th down. Now a play fake here on 1st down. Escaping the pressure right. To the right side and complete to Metcalf. That throw good for 4. It's 2nd down. And just a small glimpse there as to why they like this rookie so much.
And that's why they lit up a little bit in our meetings with the coaching staff, didn't they?
When we talked about him, they did.
Yeah, they like his work ethic. You know, this guy's running every route well in the route tree and getting better at it all the time. Really honing his game. They expect a pretty good jump out of him as things continue to move on.
Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Now Wilson. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. The sack coming from defensive end Cameron Jordan. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
To try again after the sack. Wilson looking left side, and it's complete. Now the Seahawks call the 2nd of their 3 timeouts as the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds to go in the 1st half.
Touch 50, touch 50. Good job right there, good job right there. That's 36 to Mike.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And he's going to be taken down, sacked back around the 18-yard line. Trey Hendrickson able to take him down. It's a loss of 3. After the sack on 1st down, Wilson looking left side. That's caught by Moore. And he will score. Touchdown, Seattle. David Moore, as time expires in the 1st half, as they are an extra point away now from tying this football game. Myers connects on the PAT, and we've got a tie game here in a back-and-forth 1st half. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. And ready to get the party started for the 2nd half. It was an even 1st half, all tied on the scoreboard. Fielded about a yard deep. And the decision to bring it out, a good one, as he's up a yard or 2 shy of the 30. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. 1st half showed us some pretty good offense. Tie game, we'll see what the 2nd half brings.
And it'll be interesting because I think both sides feel pretty good about what their offenses are doing. Got to wonder what adjustments are being made defensively to try and get a spark and maybe slow down the other side.
But here, do you change up anything on this opening drive?
Not offensively, you don't. You got everything going your way. You've probably prepared for maybe some change-ups you might expect, but overall, you like what your game plan showing you.
On 1st down, Wilson going up top. Got a man, it's caught at the 6-yard line. And all the way in, touchdown Seattle. DK Metcalf, 55 yards, as his guys are able to regain the lead. Extra point up and through by Myers. And the lead is now 21-14. And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. That'll be taken in the end zone. They'll bring it back to just about the 25, call it the 24-yard line. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And this game was all square at halftime, but now they find themselves down 7 following the opening drive touchdown here in the 3rd quarter.
And they need to take a good, relaxing, deep breath, don't you think? Because right now they might start to feel like they've got to play catch-up here and start matching them point for point. but it's still too early to get there. They can still run their offense. Plenty of time to get back in this game.
Here's a throw, complete right side to start things out. And he'll take it into the end zone for the Saints touchdown. Traquan Smith, 76 yards, as they are an extra point away now from tying this football game. Lutz with the extra point, and we are tied at 21. So we're right back where we started, all even as the kick's away. This is fielded a couple yards deep.
The Seahawks take over first and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And these two teams have traded touchdowns so far with their first possessions here in the third quarter, so we're right back to where we started at intermission.
Yeah, how about that? Tied at the half, tied after the first two drives of the third quarter, one for each. That tells me that someone's defense has got to step up and make a big play and try and change the momentum of this game.
From the 31, Wilson. It's caught. Lockett. And they finally do get him, but not before he reaches the 27. It's a big play there for Seattle. 42 yards. On first and 10, it's Wilson. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off by Marshawn Lattimore. And he will bring this all the way up to the 30-yard line.
Well, NFL quarterbacks have learned the hard way. You're not going to get rich throwing against this guy. He's definitely too good. And this is now his second interception of the ball game. And if I'm running the offense, I've got to tell my guys, you've got to go work on the other corner.
Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. And last time the formula was pretty simple. One play drive, long pass. Maybe they just want to do that again, right?
And that's exactly how you want to draw things up. Whether it's on your grease board, right, in your playbook, one play drives exactly what you want on offense. What they have to be careful of is not having a let.
Now Breeze lost the football.
On plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back, because this is the quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
You kill! My mate! Hey, break it down, fellas. Break it down. Hey, orbit.
On first and 10, here's Breeze. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Michael Kendricks coming in to drop him. So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on second down. Breeze leaves this one with Kamara. Now pick up of 7 there, but they'll still have 12 yards to go on third down.
Kill! 5-9.
That's a gain of 7.
Easy, opposite. Go. 49's the mic. Watch 49. You can't block me. Hey, easy.
Now Breeze on third down. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. And unable to connect. Incomplete. Now give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up fourth down.
Even without a ton of pressure in his face, it just shows how difficult it is to pick apart his own defense. Those guys are sitting back, and they're not playing receivers as much as they're playing the eyes of the quarterback and when he delivers the ball.
Let's go.
The Seahawks take over first and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. Of course, they'd like to forget the inning, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustain. And I think the ball's out. And this one's going to go out of bounds. So no recovery, but on fourth down, a change of possession anyway.
I don't know about you, but I could hear and feel the sigh of relief all the way up here in our booth.
That was palpable. The sideline, the friend there.
No doubt about it. Ball goes over the sideline, able to retain possession, no turnover. I know his coaches are screaming, just hang on to the ball, man.
It's a gain of 15, first down Seahawks. Wilson. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Cameron Jordan picks up his second sack of the afternoon.
That's his second sack of the game, and the best defensive ends, they do their homework as much as offensive guys do. They know how to beat the offensive lineman across from them, what moves they need to do to set them up. This guy's been pretty good at it all game long.
Alert, alert.
Throwing on second and long. Wilson. Looking sideline, incomplete. And Charles, got to like what this defense has been able to do these last couple of plays.
Yeah, they get the sack on first down, then they force the incomplete pass. Now they're just a play away from getting the football right back, but it's a big play. They've got to hold up.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Wide open receiver complete. 14 yards, but they're still well shy of a first as that leads to fourth down. Back now here live in New Orleans. All even as we get ready to start the fourth. Tie game, fourth quarter, and they're going for this thing on fourth down. The Seahawks will go for it. It's Wilson. And this would have been intercepted if he could have gotten the feet in. Instead, it's incomplete. Boy, that really could have turned this one upside down.
Ready? You ready? Check, right, 54. Easy, opposite. Ready, tackle.
Now a first down carry. It's Kamara. The tackle made by K.J. Wright.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Hey, easy. Roll. You go 21.
On second and 9. Breeze. There goes a deep ball, end zone. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Brad McDougald. And a great return as they're finally able to take him down. So how about that for a momentum switch?
We're in the fourth quarter, and it's a tie game. You've got to take care of the football here. Now their opportunity to take the lead right out the window, and everything is flipped in the other direction.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And last time they were very fortunate, this offense. They went for it on fourth, turned it over in their own territory, but the other guys held up. They didn't give up any points.
So how about the guy with the #1 headset on the sidelines, the head coach? That was planned going into it, not necessarily to not get the first.
Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. A.J. Klein coming in hard there on the blitz, and he gets him 7 yards behind the line of scrimmage. Another try after the first down sack. Wilson. Good yardage there on the scramble, and all of a sudden they're left with a 3rd and 2, much more manageable. I thought they were going to sack him there like they did on first down. Great coverage, but he found a way to move with his legs.
Yeah, his ability to take off, not only did he get some yardage back, he got a little bit extra. Really helps him on 3rd down.
Now the pressure comes, and he goes down. Just inside the 10, back at the 9. Cameron Jordan getting him once again, his 3rd sack of the afternoon. Throwing is Wilson. He's going to sling this deep downfield. And no, it's incomplete. Pete Carroll rolled the dice, but it didn't work out. And now, goodness, possession's going to go over right at the 10-yard line.
Ready, Let him know, let him know. Alert 3. Under. Alert
3. On first down, Murray. And they go the wrong way on this one. Losing yardage back at the 12. Now that sends them 2 yards in the wrong direction and leads to second down. First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's second and 12.
Here we go, D. Kill, kill, kill. 5-9. Kill, kill. Right there. 54, right there, 54.
They stay on the ground. This time it's Kamara. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
The second down play, not much better than the first. Just a gain of 1 there.
Mike 5-4, Mike 5-4. You kill.
The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
So Breeze is going to stay out there, and they're going to go for this on 4th down. Breeze going to go on 4th down. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off down at the 2. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. So they thought they were going to break the tie. The defense had other plans. They were already in field goal range. But boom, an interception.
I don't know if this was a case of being a little bit too greedy with the opportunity to put points on the board. But give credit to the guys on the defensive side. Hung in there, battled, and made a key play.
And he's going to lose yardage back to his own 1-yard line.
Taken down back at the 1-yard line.
Getting down to the good stuff. All tied with 2 minutes remaining on EA Sports. So it's Seahawk football as we march toward a conclusion. They've got a second down now as they search for a score to break this tie. Stepping up, he's going to keep it. And able to get it across the 10 to the 15. The rushing numbers for Wilson, maybe down from earlier in his career, but he's still a threat to go, showing it there, picking up the first down. Throwing now is Wilson. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Demario Davis.
And, Brandon, this is a real nice job defensively of getting inside a quarterback's head and figuring out, okay, where's he going with the football? Because you can make an educated guess defensively, not all the time, but sometimes. And when you're right, you've got a decent chance of coming away with the football.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
21.
So after the INT, it's Breeze. Now he's going to let this go for the end zone. Looking for Thomas. He's got him. Touchdown, New Orleans. Michael Thomas, his second touchdown of the afternoon. And they are able to break the tie and move out in front here in this 4th quarter. Lutz good on the extra point, and they will take a 7-point lead. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off.
The Seahawks take over first and 10. Let's go. 25-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. They're down here in a 1-score game, but the time, it's a factor, but it's not a huge factor right now, is it?
It's really not, because this amount of time gives them a chance to run their offense, to go through play sequences. And this is what they work on every week in practice, usually on a Friday. They go over with this type of a situation, late game situation. What are we going to do when we have the opportunity? They've called these plays a bunch of times. Now's their chance to execute them.
Yeah, they have the opportunity now. Here's the execution. Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. I guess you can't be afraid to take those chances late in the game. He tried to fit that one in there. Nice job, though, defensively.
But to your point, it was a nice job of knocking the ball away. But you're also right. You can't be afraid to take those chances. That means your guys going downfield to catch the ball, they've got to elevate their game and come down with these in order to keep your offense moving.
And this is going to be another first down as the tackle's made at the Saints' 44-yard line. Late in the game, defense trying to avoid a big play. He's able to work out of the passing game, turn it into a run, pick up the first, and stop the clock as well.
And you know in this situation, everything is sped up. The intensity, the thinking, everyone's movements. But for a quarterback, he has to continue to do what we call flatliner. Level in everything he does and read the clock, feel it in the pocket, and go at the appropriate time.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. They'll look to throw. He's going to let it fly. And that'll be incomplete. Good protection that time, and they couldn't hook up on the long one. Now it's 3rd down. They try to take a shot there on 2nd down, and that leaves them, because of the incompletion, a very tricky 3rd and 10.
And with the time situation, you would expect them to try and get it all in this one play, but there's still enough time that if you can take something shorter, gain some yardage, make it a more manageable 4th down if you need to.
36 to Mike.
Now Wilson. He may try and run for this. Oh, no, he lost the football. But this will fortunately wind up out of bounds. Gain of 9 that time on the scramble, 1 yard shy of the marker, and it brings up 4th. Down 7, and they've got to go for it here on 4th down. They'll try and throw for it with Wilson. Forced out to his left. Throwing left side here, and it's complete. And he'll be out of bounds as he gets it down to the 30 there. They keep the game alive, at least for the moment, as it's a first down. The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10. Back to throw. Eluding the pressure right. A short gain here, maybe a yard to the 29. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 35 seconds left to go. He's back to throw. Flush to his right. And an alley to run. And they'll be inside the 25 now at the 24. Now the Seahawks call the second of their 3 timeouts, as the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds left to go. This will be play number 9 of the drive here as they need 4 yards on 3rd down.
I can't believe they let you play. I can't believe they even let you play.
He'll look to throw. Going for it all. And it's caught. It's a touchdown. So they rally here in the final minute, and they're an extra point away from tying this game.
And while it appears the heavy lifting was accomplished by scoring the touchdown, they're still down 1. That extra point is not a gimme.
A very important extra point there, up and good. And, partner, we've got a tie game here in the 4th. So right back to square one, tied at 28 as he kicks it away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. They have a little bit of time here to get into field goal range. Not much. A tie game, you don't want to do anything crazy, right?
I agree with you on that one. Risk reward, okay? If you go for it, what is the absolute reward on this? But the risk is probably greater. Run the clock out, get to overtime, and try and win it there.
All right, we'll see if they do just that. Looking for more there on first down, but this throw downfield incomplete. He couldn't get the hook up there that time with Thomas, but it's going to be second down. Once again, they'll go from the 23-yard line on 2nd and 10.
Hey, check Mike 57, Mike 57.
Watch the run, watch the run.
Breeze to throw. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. And we've got a timeout. 9 seconds remaining. Third and long now after the sack of Breeze, and the Saints up against it here. Now Breeze. Airing it out deep for Smith. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Quandre Diggs. And what an effort on the final play of regulation. All zeros on the clock, and we are headed to OT. And here in overtime, if the team that receives the ball scores a touchdown, it's over. If they don't, we can still have some more football.
That's exactly right. If they go down and kick a field goal, the other team gets a possession to either match it or score a touchdown to win the ball game. If both teams kick field goals, the next team to score wins. But if the receiving team throws a pick six or fumbles the ball and it gets picked up by the defense and they score, the game is over at that point.
So a tie ball game here as the kick's away. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. They're set for their first drive here in overtime, and this is where the crowd can really become a factor.
They've had to battle it all day, but I know what you're saying. In overtime, that gets doubled, doesn't it? At least, because now the crowd really wants to be involved and help their team, and that first drive can dictate the whole thing, because they know if this team takes it downfield and scores a touchdown, it's game over.
It's been loud in here so far. Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28.
I'll go special! I'll go special! Good, good.
First throw in overtime now for Wilson. Pressure from his right, and he goes down hard, flat on his back. Cameron Jordan, who else? He's in there for his 4th sack of the afternoon. Third and long, it's Wilson. Being chased out left. Now he'll let it go on the run. Deep left. Oh, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Marcus Williams. And a super return as he gets us all the way down inside the 25-yard line. A costly mistake here in OT.
And you know what they say, when you throw an interception like that in overtime, you don't usually get a chance to throw a second one. I mean, I'm not sure the analytics on it. So that's Marvin, our statistician, to ring that down for us. That's typically how coaches and teams feel about it. If you throw one, you likely cost yourself the game.
Tackle coming from the safety, Trey Flowers. And I know you, with every carry, especially in overtime, you're just saying, if you're that ball carrier, hold on to the football.
Hold on to it, protect it, but not necessarily settling, because you're trying to get to the end zone. You're trying to end the game right here. And I know the defensive guys poking, clawing, raking, trying to knock the ball free and protect their end zone.
Yeah, like you alluded to, especially this part of the field.
Hey, easy.
Who's that? Is that yours? Who's that?
What can Breeze do now with his drive? Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Bobby Wagner, he brought the pressure on the blitz, and he gets there for a loss of 12. On 3rd and long, it's Breeze. And that is incomplete. Shaquille Griffin knocking it away that time in coverage.
Certainly looked like they were getting ready to convert there on third down, but what an effort to get his hand on that one, knock it away, and brings up a fourth down decision.
Okay, so interesting here. A field goal would win this thing, but the kicking team on the sideline, and they're going for it on fourth down. Breeze to throw for it on fourth. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And this is going to be incomplete. Boy, it looked like he had it and dropped it. And the Seahawks are going to take over the football. So a tough pill to swallow there. A would-be touchdown pass in and out of his hands on fourth.
Sometimes it just comes down to execution, doesn't it? Because we're always questioning, should they go for it, should they not? Is it the right play call, is it not? In this situation, everything was right except for the finish. You have to catch the ball and convert.
5 yards on the catch there brings up second down. 2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on first down. This is Homer, and he'll get up to the 43-yard line. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
It's nice every now and then in this game not to see people overthink it. Just hand it to the old reliable guy. Let him pick up the first down.
Now Wilson on first down. Steps away to his left. A nifty bit of scrambling there. 12 yards, first down. They go play action with Wilson. He's got a man on the crossing route. That's Moore. That one goes for 24 yards. And passing yardage-wise, now up over 350 in this game. Pretty nice performance.
Definitely that, which usually means you're putting a lot of pressure on guys trying to cover. If you're a defensive back and they put over 350 yards on you, you've had a long day. The key to everything, if you're doing it without throwing interceptions or turning the ball over.
Flushed out right. Oh, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Marshawn Lattimore. So we will see yet another drive in this overtime.
For whatever reason, neither team able to finish this game off. I know that the first thought is, does anyone really want to win it? But I think that they both desperately want to win it, and sometimes you force things, and that leads to errors.
Well, it's out there for the taking. We'll see who can do it. They begin on the ground with Kamara. And he'll take this forward only up to about the 7. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
That's it. 1-yard gain brings up 2nd and 9 at the 7-yard line.
On 2nd and 9, Breeze. He'll air it. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. The 40. And he gets all the way down to the 30-yard line. A huge play there in overtime. 64 yards. So a slight improvement in field position, you might say, from inside their own 10 to this as they come up on first down. From the gun, it's a run for Kamara. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. The Saints first down there on a gain of 11. Staying on the ground on first with Kamara. And he'll take it from the 18 to the 15. A gain of 3.
Ready. You're waiting.
Everyone got 4.
Kill.
On 2nd down, Kamara. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. Now another timeout called for by the offense. They'll be left with just 1 remaining here at OT.
First and goal.
You ready?
Pick your game up. Check 31.
Kill.
They'll try to run it in with Murray. And a minuscule gain of maybe a yard from the 6 to the 5. Now the offense will burn their 3rd and final timeout. It'll be their 2nd and final timeout, remember, here in overtime. We'll be back. And the ball smack dab on the 5-yard line. Here's 2nd and goal.
Hey, break it down, fellas. Break it down.
Kamara. And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. Now a 2nd timeout called for by the defense. They'll be down to just 1 remaining as we step aside here in overtime. Thomas, the lone receiver, left.
Let him.
49, guys. Mike, 49. Come off the ball.
Hey, high 7.
Mike's 49.
Come on.
Breeze now on 3rd and goal. And he's into the end zone for the touchdown and the game winner in OT. Now, partner, a great game that we got to see and making it extra special. Not only did I get 4 quarters with you in this one, I got some overtime, a little whipped cream on top.
Look at you, trying to make this whole thing palatable.
I just want you to pay for my meal later.
You really just wanted 4 quarters, what you wanted. But how much fun was that? We had that type of a game where we got us to overtime, and then we get the dramatic ending to finish things off as well. What a game.
So that'll do it for my partner, Charles Davis, and the best darn crew in the industry. I'm Brandon Gaudin. This has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. The Saints are winners here as we say so long from New Orleans.